When it comes to Ukraine, they are lying to you and they've just been caught out. Hey up everyone and welcome to Political Nerds. I'm Steph the Alter Nerd, your nerdy political guide from Washington DC to Westminster and beyond. In today's video, I'm going to discuss how a post is going viral that is proving how mainstream media is lying to you about Ukraine. As far as I'm concerned, it's the big Ukraine scam that is happening before our very eyes. Now, as a disclaimer, I'm not inciting hatred to anyone or a particular group, religion, etc. So let's jump into it with this. This is the tweet that is going viral thanks to Sadie at Sadie_NC with only one sentence. Do you still think there's no media bias? Now, this is a very interesting tweet because there's this kind of column here before the Ukraine crisis and then after the Ukraine crisis. So before the war, now during the war. So before the war, you've got The Guardian saying, "Welcome to Ukraine, the most corrupt nation in Europe." Now, the fight for Ukraine is a fight for liberal ideals. Why did their tune change? Here we've got Reuters, Ukraine's neo-Nazi problem. Now Reuters is saying, for foreign fighters, Ukraine offers purpose, camaraderie, and a cause. This is quite a 180, guys. We have Vox, a Ukrainian comedian turned president, is embroiled in Trump's impeachment mess. I remember that. Now, we've got CNN turning around and saying Ukrainians are giving 2 lessons in democracy that Americans have forgotten. We then have New Europe. Ukrainian president's rule becomes increasingly corrupt authoritarian. And the Washington Post now turning around and saying Zelensky, the TV president turned war hero. He's no war hero as far as I'm concerned. Because ultimately, the past week or so, I've come to this realization that, to me, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, Zelensky is not open to trying to negotiate a peace deal. He's not open to try and negotiate in any way, shape, or form. He's extremely hardline. He won't want anything less but an absolute return to how everything was before the war started. Problem is, the reality situation is that's impossible to happen now. So he needs to get on board with that. And he needs to be thinking, okay, I need to get to the negotiating table now. What would be my concessions? As far as I can tell, he's not thinking of any concessions whatsoever. And I totally agree with Donald Trump when he turns around and says Zelensky is playing with World War III. He really is. And I believe, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, that Zelensky is wanting this war to go on and on and on and on to eventually force NATO's hand and get NATO in on this. And get NATO's boots on the ground. I think that's what he's hoping for, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Because there's only so many young men that he can force to conscript into his army. Millions of lives are being lost. And he is willing to gamble millions more and have millions more die for, sadly for Ukraine, what is now a losing battle. There is no way, in my eyes, Ukraine can win this. Just none whatsoever. They have to get to the negotiating table and they have to negotiate a peace treaty. It is as simple as that now. That is their only move. Yeah, the media, as far as I'm concerned, is trying to construct this big Ukrainian scam that is happening before our very eyes. And thanks to Sadie again for sharing this, because this opened up my eyes big style to all of this. The media before calling Ukraine corrupt, that they're neo-Nazis, that they were embroiled in Trump's impeachment issues, that Zelensky's authoritarian and corrupt. Now, they've got liberal ideas. They're not Nazis. They're just, freedom fighters, basically. That they're all for democracy. And that the president now isn't corrupt or authoritarian. No. He's a war hero, guys. He's a war hero. I would love, just as a side note, for Elon Musk to go to Ukraine and doge the hell out of him. Let's find out where all these billions have gone to that we've all given Ukraine. UK, for example, has given him over £14 billion. Most recently, in the last 7 days, we've given him $2.5 billion. Where's that money really going to? Where is it going to? I would like a full audit of where all that money has gone to. Because when you have articles prior to the war saying that Ukraine's the most corrupt nation in Europe, the Ukrainian president is increasingly corrupt and authoritarian, you think that's going to change overnight because they're now at war? I don't think so. Do you? With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course, there's going to be more. You do not want to miss my next video. Then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe here at Political Nerds. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. What do you guys think to these headlines before and after the war? Oh, well, before and during the war, should I say, really, in the grand scheme of things. What do you think to, as far as I'm concerned, this big Ukrainian scam that is happening before our very eyes? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.